Hey y'all, this is Draco, and I'm here with my co-host Alicia, and we are OD Podcast.
Hey, my bad. I was supposed to say something.
You were supposed to say something, but that's cool.
We gotta work on our intro, y'all. We trying. We've been taking turns leading these episodes, and then maybe we'll figure out something eventually. Give us some feedback.
Yeah, or whatever, or make us an intro. Somebody send us a little beat.
Ooh, I have a beat that I made myself.
I am a beat.
You don't like my beat? Oh wow. Well, you heard.
I actually do like that.
I made myself.
That. It reminds me of Moesha.
Why did that align in my head? I just thought about for my birthday, I'm gonna do a happy belated birthday event.
Okay, that's kind of fun.
That'll be.
I think
it's gonna be after my. Anyway, y'all, if you heard the last episode, you know that Chris Drvco forced me to reconsider my birthday.
Yes, because that's what I do. I pressure people to celebrate their birthday because you know what, that's very important to me.
Yeah, it is very important. I'm very grateful, but I'm gonna have a happy belated birthday game night.
Okay, well, I'm bringing words with friends.
Words with friends.
I'm just playing. What's that one game where people
hands up?
That's what I mean.
I figured that's what you meant. You said you
words with
friends is a phone app.
Oh,
yes.
Wow. You see, I don't play no games. All right, cool. So, you know what I was thinking?
What you were thinking?
I think I'm just so grateful. I think about this every day that I just work for myself. Sometimes I'll be feeling like I'm lazy or whatever, but I've been forcing myself to get out of bed. But, anywho.
You've been feeling lazy? You think you're lazy?
I think I'm lazy.
You be busy. How you lazy?
Well, I guess
when people can still be lazy when they busy.
Yeah, I was about to say, when I'm at home, I always plan that I'm going to clean up, I'm going to do laundry, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and all I do is go to sleep. Like, I don't even be having energy to watch shows. I really try to watch.
Everybody.
Yeah, I be wanting to watch Red Table Talk and Greenleaf.
Oh,
and
hold up. Is Greenleaf back?
Girl, that's what I'm saying. It's not. I haven't finished. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I got you.
Greenleaf is just like, they don't stop recording that thing so long time ago, and they ain't even finished it yet. So
did you work on set for that show before or no?
No, I just worked with Latoya Lucky.
The person that sent me that feedback yesterday, she was one of the set people. She was like part of like the cast, but not like she didn't have like an acting role. But
she was an extra on there?
Yeah, consistently. And now she's moved to California to pursue a career in screenplay writing.
Oh, okay, girl. Shout out to you with your
Shout out to Kim. She's doing some. This girl got a selfie with Oprah. Okay.
Wow.
So anyway.
But I'm grateful for that though. Like I'm grateful that I have the option to be lazy. You know, when I want to.
Yeah, exactly. You work non-traditional work hours. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
Yeah.
I don't think that you should consider yourself being lazy.
Okay.
I know what you mean. So, for example, I work a regular 9 to 5. I come home, and as soon as I get home, I get in bed. And I be like, oh, I need to clean up. Oh, I need to go to the grocery store. And my home is not dirty. But, you know, we have our own standard that we want. And I try to put it up to the weekends. And even on the weekends, I don't want to do it. I just think that's just a part of being an adult. This is what our parents meant when they was like, no.
Yeah. Man, like, my room is dirty right now. But it's just clothes. It's just because I literally come home, take my clothes off, go to sleep, wake up, put some more clothes on, and go. You know, I mean, I shower in between that, but I'm saying I'm not dirty. But yeah, it's just been a long journey. But I'm just glad that I don't work for nobody else. I mean,
you're right.
You know, I don't have some past situations.
Honey, haven't we both?
Some jobs where I don't know. I feel like I've always been meant to work for myself because it just never seems to work out with companies. Ever.
You're like, good God, I don't want to work here. I'm about to just work for myself. But you know what? Yeah. I have worked with some people who have actually, not saying that you were bad, but I have had some awful coworkers who have left to do great careers.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I wasn't awful.
Dentists and stuff.
I got fired for retarded stuff. Like, minuscule things. So it wasn't like I was just doing some crazy stuff. They just... I mean, maybe Hollister did.
Where did you get fired from? How many places did you get fired from and where?
I got fired from 3 places. I got fired from Six Flags. Aww. I got fired from Red Lobster. And I also got fired from Hollister.
Dang. Oh, you got fired from that? Was it because of me?
It wasn't because of you. I think that what happened was I got fired from there because of Six Flags. Because I wanted to work the night where we stay open all night. Mm-hmm. And
I remember that.
Loki couldn't It was a mess. But yeah.
Okay, so let's.
I got fired for a no call, no show, basically. At Holliston.
Well.
Yeah, it was a mess. So that was my fault.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with Six Flags. So don't be using that in your explanation.
I think Six Flags was like the most dramatic. Yeah, I mean, at the time I was like 18, fresh out of high school. Me and Alicia both had this phase where we did the big chop, like both of us cut our hair.
Shoot, I ain't had no choice.
I mean, I had a choice. My hair
was damaged, honey.
I guess mine was damaged too, but I just wanted something new. Like, I wanted to look different. I always had hair.
This is when we used to go to the Apple store every day and take pictures.
Yes,
all the MacBooks. Yes. When we met Asante from the Friend Zone.
Yeah, we was that one girl who was recording it, who went viral recently. That was us.
That really was. We didn't care who was looking at us or nothing. That's so funny that Shawty went viral like that.
Every time we went to Linux, we always went to the Apple store.
Yeah, but I ain't know nothing. I couldn't tell you a single thing about a single Apple product. I didn't even know nothing about the products that was in there. I just knew how to get to the photo booth app.
Yeah, so, and send it to your email.
Why did you get fired from Six Flags?
I was just experimenting with my hair, and I knew that we couldn't
you knew
like
you couldn't
color and all the other stuff, but all I did was cut my hair low. And I remember, and this wasn't even when Six Flags was open, so I didn't really think it was a big deal. This was before Six Flags opened, and we had orientation, training, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And I came in with 2 flight lines on the side of my head.
You got that wild Six Flags. We wasn't open yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we wasn't open.
Okay.
Now, I remember the previous season, they had a lot of problems out of me because I cut my hair and I would get mohawks.
Exactly. Chris, let's keep it real. Chris, you used to buck the system, for real. And we trying to have, like, ways that you was going to get around. I'm just going to wear my hat the whole day.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to get these tattoos and I'm going to do this instead. You used to break.
I definitely used to cover it up, though. I mean.
You tried to. Them little lines you couldn't. I remember seeing.
I could have filled it in with an eyebrow eyeliner.
But did you?
I didn't.
And you used to wear that makeup on your tattoos.
I used to put makeup on my tattoos.
And it was obvious.
Just a lot. Like, I wanted to be free and be myself.
No, you're right. They were very, very strict.
But they were so strict. Now I go to Six Flags, I look at them, I'm like, dang, we could not do none of that.
Yep.
Nothing.
Right. You're right. We couldn't even have our phones, supposedly. People would get caught at work. Like, Six Flags is an amusement park. It's huge. And people would be walking around, and you could just take your phone out to check the time, and you get a write-up.
Yeah.
Like, it was so strict. And you couldn't have tattoos. You couldn't have dreads. You couldn't have unnatural hair colors, quote-unquote. You had to be cleanly shaven. You couldn't have nails longer than a quarter inch. Like, it was like
nail color.
Military style. I don't even know if the military get down like that.
It was just crazy. So, I mean, I was bound to get fired anyway because, See, it wasn't even open. I came to orientation with those lines in my head. 2 lines. 2 little small lines. I mean, like, small.
Yeah, it was still a design in his hair. And if you seen it, you'd be like, he had the MC Hammer haircut.
Yeah, but it was 2 lines.
And what happened?
And, they pulled me out of orientation. They told me to go home.
I was so sad because I'm like, dang, I gotta finish the season without. Cause me and Chris, we was like the duo, like we was like the cool kid, we was the art kids,
the art
at work.
Yes.
And so when he left, it was like a depression over the park. Cause a lot of our people had got fired too for other stuff, like pressing the emergency stop button.
Crazy stuff. Like you sitting there pressing a button to stop a whole ride while people are on it.
Yeah, of course that person got fired, but like it was just like. People, it just was, you're right. I think grooming was just such a huge issue. Like, even when I got my lip pierced, I think what happened? Something happened. Oh, well, I used to take the ball off, and so you couldn't see it. And somebody flagged my badge. Like, every time I badged into work, that they would check my lip to see if I had a piercing.
I definitely had, because I had a lip piercing too, and they used to do me like that.
I'm pretty sure Frank put that on my badge, and he was supposed to be my friend at the time. I don't know.
People are just. I mean, they're just doing their job, too, because, I mean, if the head of Six Flags come and see you got this type of stuff, then whatever, but...
Yeah, well, whatever.
This goes back to why I just...
You gotta work for yourself.
Gotta work for
Make
myself.
your own rules. And things have changed so much in society since then. Like, that was, 2006-ish? 2006, between that and 2008?
Yeah.
Literally over 10 years ago, and, like, the digital age has come. People are way more relaxed with their appearance and how they look. It's just...
Me? I was switched to work.
And he got on Uggs and leggings.
These are leggings?
They something. They on your legs.
They have pockets.
So, okay, after Six Flags. I got fired for Six Flags, too, actually.
You did?
Yeah. You know that? Yeah, you had to know that. Okay, so I ended up sticking out for 3 seasons. And I still got for 3 seasons, but what happened was on my last ride, the day before I got promoted to supervisor, I kid you not, a person got hurt on my ride, and they got hurt because one of my team, attendees, they fell on this person's leg. Now, granted, there's signs, don't get on this ride if you have an injury, blah, blah, blah. Well, this person threatened to sue. And, they said, we're going to fire everybody who was on the schedule that day. And the issue...
What?
Yeah. And so, but what happened was, how we used to do our paperwork? Yeah. We used to write out, 2 o'clock, this person going to be in this station. They're going to go on lunch at this time. I used to do this. My ride was so busy that I used to pre-do my paperwork, even if it didn't go according to how I wrote it out. Oh. And they used that as legal documentation. They fired me.
We all used to do that, though, because I know
everybody did. It just made more sense. All day. I remember, yeah, exactly. You're right. And I mean, obviously, we were young. We were teenagers. I was 17 years old. Now, I'm a better employee now. I'm way more efficient. I know how to check. But it's like, they were so strict. And I think for good reason, looking back. I mean, safety is involved. But I think that the grooming stuff is a little bit different. It's like, But, wow. Yeah, anywho, I've only gotten fired. What? Have I got fired twice? Yeah, I got fired twice. Actually, no, fired once. I got let go twice, but it wasn't because of my performance. It was because they didn't need me anymore.
Well, yeah, Six Flags was the only one that I got fired from for actually, I guess, doing something. The other 2 jobs, I got fired for not showing up.
Yeah, that is actually doing something. That's doing nothing.
Yeah, I had reasons to not show up to Red Lobster. It was, yeah.
You didn't even show on the first day, Chris. You did it. Can you tell people how you are?
Okay. I lost my wallet. Okay.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, I did. I ain't had no way to get to work.
Okay.
Crickets.
And then what?
I called out. I had to call out. Oh, the doctor's note. The fake doctor's note. I forgot about that. My sister
every time I see people on social media selling doctor's notes, I'd be like, that's probably what Chris went to.
Somebody very close to me actually made that for me.
So they made it and Red Lobster called to verify? They
called and tried to verify. I forgot about that.
Did they call her that person's phone?
They ain't even, they ain't tell me who they called.
Oh, it was whoever was on the note.
Yeah, and they were just like, this isn't real.
That's what they said like that?
Yeah, they was like, we're going to have to suspend you, and it's going to, we're going to figure out if we want to keep you or not. And I'm like, okay. And of course they didn't. So.
Yeah, I'm like, he's like, well, I never worked there anyway, so. I remember you wanted to work here with Lassa real bad, too. Remember Jessica used to work there?
Who was Jessica?
Scorpion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to be a server so bad. I never got a job. I'm glad I didn't know, because that would have made me never want to work for anybody. Wow. So, okay, what point did you realize that you wanted to be an entrepreneur?
It kind of just came. I had a situation where I had to be put away for a while, and then
well, they know by now. We don't talk about your
my past jail history, but yeah, I got out of there and I couldn't go back to school because I was locked up for so long, so I couldn't go back to school. So I'm just like, what do I want to do?
Yeah. And
I knew that I like to draw and paint and stuff like that, so I'm like, I need to find a way where I can like monetize off of that. And I used to wear makeup. Like, I would do it in private, but, like, I would just put it on and wipe it off. Like, I would practice all the time. So, I'm like, maybe I can just do this full time and then, whatever. But I started doing... days. Yeah, I started doing, like, makeup for photo shoots for colleges and stuff like that just to, for fun. And then it just kind of turned into something that I really love doing. And then I got hired at a salon. Didn't know what I was doing. Didn't even have a full makeup kit.
There you go. But I remember you talking about wanting to work at MAC and you hadn't even like done no makeup for real. He was like, well, they want a portfolio. Maybe I could use these pictures.
That's what I'm saying. It took me
but you was going to get up in there and they're going to be like,
I mean, the way they moving now, honestly, whatever. Yeah. I'm not going to bash the company. I love MAC. Sorry.
It's okay.
I love them still, even though, I don't work there no more. By choice, I didn't get fired, y'all. But,
okay, but when did doing makeup become realistic? Like, okay, is it when you started getting paid for it? When
I first started getting paid for it. Like, I really didn't think that it was some money into it.
Yeah.
And then when I started working at the salon, makeup was so cheap back then. I'm talking about, like, people were getting their makeup done for, like, $45, $50. So that's why...
that ain't how much it costs now?
No, it's not. The thing is, I mean, if you think about it... If you think about it, everything costs more now. Like the cost of living is more to get a decent place, a car, food is more. Everything is more money. So of course, if something like that was that cheap back in 2008, 2009 or 10.
Yeah.
It's 2019.
See, that's funny because I didn't even know. You're right, though, now that I think about it. See, I've always had, like, when it comes to getting my hair done, I go to, like, a relative now, or I do my own hair. Yeah. So I haven't been reminded of the trends of prices. But now that I think about it, people be charging, like, $85 for a press, and I was paying, like, $35.
Yeah. And I think that's normal.
Yeah, it is normal, I guess. Well, it's normal, obviously, but I'm just not used to it, so I forgot. Like, I'm really thinking right now that it's $45 for a full face, and that's a regular price.
If I made $45 a person doing makeup, I would be living in a Park Green Bright right now.
Wait, I used to live there.
Well, I mean,
and we was on Section 8.
Okay. Oh. So. Okay, let me just use it. I would be living at Etheridge right now.
Wait, is Etheridge still up?
I'll be living next door to it if it's not.
I know what you mean. That's crazy. Okay, so did you and so you basically worked a job before, like, okay, so you was working at Mac and doing freelance, or was there something else you were, like, when you was in the salon, was that the only place you worked at?
Yeah, I was working in the salon I worked at Glam Bar for 3 years.
Is Glam Bar now the glam shop? Is that the same spot?
No, but the funny thing is, it's on Peter Street. That's why people think that.
Yeah, because when I see the pictures, it looks like it to me, but I guess it doesn't. Now that I think about it.
No. It's across the street from where it used to be at.
Oh, yeah. By that little corner where that parking lot is. Okay, so you was you was doing Glam Bar full time, and then what happened?
And then I left there, went to another salon, and then when I was working at that salon, I started working at Mac, so I started doing both. I was doing the salon and working at Mac.
Dang, you was there for a while then, right?
Yeah, well, I was at Salon Ramsey for like 4 or 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Time flies. That's crazy.
4 years. It was a long time though.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 years. Yeah, long time.
Yeah. Okay.
I was loyal to that place.
But you were doing, so when you working at a salon, were you able to do freelance stuff, or they had to be like appointment based?
No, I mean, so here's how salons work. When you work at a salon, you're literally paying for a space. Salon Ramsey was like the first of its kind, where it's like
what Salon Loft is right now.
Salon Loft. So it was like one of the first ones, if not the first one here. Yeah. So it was basically like private contractor. They're not watching who come in and out your chair or your room or whatever you got. They're not watching it. So you get to do whatever you want to do as long as you pay your booth rent.
Yeah.
As long as you pay your fee, you good. You can do whatever you want to do. So I was still doing like video shoots and photo shoots and all type of stuff, but I was still working at the salon and working at Mac.
Was there a moment that you felt like really introduced you into doing it full time, or was it just literally just time going by and you just acquiring more clients? So for example, like you work with a lot of celebrities, right? So was there a moment where they were just like, where it was like, oh my God, this is my plug right here? Cause I seen you did people like Iggy Azalea when nobody even knew who she was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was some people makeup who you did like that was, I don't remember all of them, but it was just people that was like low key at the time, and now they kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dang. Yeah. So I'm just wondering, like, if it was because of that, or was it just literally just you get more experience?
Yeah, it just came with experience. I'm different from most people that do makeup, because a lot of people didn't come from backgrounds like we did, like Survivor type, you know what I'm saying, mentalities. So even though I was doing those type of people, I still felt like I had to have a second and third way of getting money from, like working at Mac or working at salon or whatever. Because most people who did work with celebrities, they felt like, oh, you know what, I don't have to do this type of work no more. Like I'm working with the people I need to be working with, doing what I need to do. But me, I'm like, I need to be doing that just in case something happen. I need my money.
Security blanket.
You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, for the most part, that's just what it was. I would do all of it. I wasn't embarrassed by it, because a lot of people that do celebrities, they're like, oh, I would never work at Mac. I would never work at Sephora.
Though. You get discount on makeup?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, though, once you get to a certain point, I totally understand why. Because it's just like, first of all, you don't want to be working for nobody. I'm spending most of my time here selling products that are not mine.
True.
I'm not getting commission off of it.
Yeah.
And I could be making more money than this. To be honest, you know what I'm saying?
To be honest, I see what you did there.
To be honest, it's just like, I don't, Yeah. I'd rather just not.
Well, I thought it was cool when you worked at Mac, and
I loved it. I actually miss it sometimes. Like, I was in Mac the other day, and I was like, dang, I really do miss working here. Then I thought about it. I'm like, no, I
don't. So when you resigned from Mac when you went on tour, right?
Yes.
So that's, you don't feel like that was like, okay, this is it. I'm on my own.
Well, first of all, I was at that point working at Mac for what, almost 5 years.
Okay.
And I worked at Mac at that time for maybe 5 years. So I felt like the opportunity to go on tour was presented to me. And
it was like, oh, escape?
No. Like, initially, I'm like, I don't know if I want to take it because my doubts were, after the tour is over,
then
that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was only 2 months. And I'm like, dang.
Was it?
Well, at the time.
Oh, okay.
I got presented with 2 months. So I'm like, do I want to do this? And then when I come home, I'm going to be stuck with no job. Because at this point, I know I got clients and stuff like that. But,
you just don't know, it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, it wasn't guaranteed. But I'm like, you know what? I've been working here for this long. I feel like I can handle it on my own. I'm going to just take it. And then I went home. I called a few artists that were willing to talk to me. And then I just, I was like, so what do you think my numbers should be? What do you think I should say yes to? Or what you think I should offer? Blah, blah, blah. And I wrote some numbers down. And I'm like, okay, this will be good for me. Because then that way when I come home, I'll be able to pay my bills up for at least 2 or 3 months.
There you go.
And then I'll be set. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, between that time, I can find out something.
Yeah.
So I never said anything to them. I just waited till they came to me, and the number that they gave me was like 4 times the amount that I came up with.
Oh, well, that works.
So too. I was like, oh yeah, nah, I quit. I was like, oh nah, I quit. Where's the paper? I'm signing now. I signed my 2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm out of here now.
I don't blame you. Well, that's lit. I was really proud of you. I'm like, dang. Yes. But because you said 2 months. I'm like, well, I feel like you was working with them.
Yeah, because right afterwards, after the tour was over, they got so many other opportunities and offers to go on festivals and all this other stuff. And even though it was just 3 of them, it was still major. But you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot because
after the tour, Candy had to go to Broadway, so. It was just 3 of them.
Yeah.
And they got the offers presented to them before Candy left, but they didn't know if they should take it or not. But they're like, we still
worked out.
Yeah, it did. It did work out. So it went from being on tour for 2 months to being on tour for about 7.
That's lit.
Yeah.
4 times what you thought you was going to get paid.
Man,
did it end when the Social Death Tour started?
It ended, for me... it ended Essence.
I really wanted to go to that. I just couldn't find a way to stay. It was just like...
It was a lot. It was a lot going on. That week I thought I was going to die. I thought that was the end of my life. I thought that was it. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to lay down on this ground and I'm just...
You was tired?
This it. Yes.
Oh my God.
I've never been... Like the whole tour, we were on a bus.
Oh yeah, that's
for the most part. So, once we get on that bus... It's like 12-hour ride, sometimes 7 hours. I can sleep. I got a whole bed on there. But just imagine having 4 shows in 5 days.
Oh,
so
Lord.
I'm literally, and keep in mind, this is small cities. Small cities don't have direct flights. So I can't fly from Texas to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So I have to go from Texas to New Orleans, from New Orleans to Oklahoma.
Oh, Lord.
So I'm tired because I have to get up and go to the airport at 3 a.m. because we have to get them on the plane. We have to get the band people, the dancers, the people who put the stage together, the caterers, the drivers. Like it was so many of us. It was probably like 60 of us having to be checked into the airport. Yeah. So we had to be there like 3 or 4 hours earlier so we wouldn't miss our flight.
Good Lord. Wait, did you get to drive up to the plane? When I flew out, Keisha K.O. was on my flight the other day and she got off the plane and got right into a Ferrari.
I never did that.
I was like, where'd she go? Oh,
but that's definitely how they got on the plane.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, got it.
So they would I don't know what that's called, but they would either get into like a limo or something, and the limo would take
for the
them
sake
to
of
the plane.
time. Like we don't care if the makeup and folks don't make it. We going.
No,
No,
I mean
we
all was getting on the plane at the same time, but it was just you never really see celebrities standing in the area, the loading
the way
area.
I have, but I know what you mean. Y'all seen Usher? I seen.
Oh yeah, I mean sometimes.
I know what you mean.
Some people don't care
at
though.
At that time, Escape was like high visibility. You're not finna just be walking and see Tiny, Tamika and Latasha just like sitting at gate B2.
Yeah, imagine Candy sitting at the gate.
I can't. Candy be like, see.
Some cities we did though. I mean, because some cities didn't have that, but some cities they did. Yeah, they had that people, but it was crazy.
That's lit though.
Leaving the show, having to go back to the hotel, take like a 2-hour nap, and then go to the airport. Fly to the next city. Yeah. And then we were trying to hang out in the cities we ain't never been in, or just,
Yeah, so you had that Boston sweatsuit.
Yeah. I love that Boston sweatsuit.
Okay? I can tell. It's like your uniform.
Wow.
I'm just playing.
Nah, I'm the comfort queen.
I hear that.
So I wear sweatsuits all the time. I got on one right now, actually, but it's not really. You got on
leggings and an oversized shirt. But I think that's really dope. I don't. You know what? I don't know if I. This is gonna sound crazy. I know there's gonna be people that hear this. Gonna be like, no. But I don't mind working like for the man. Yeah. But I do want to work for myself. But I don't know if what I'm doing right now is gonna be like full-time entrepreneurship. I think it can get there, but I don't really. I'm not really like I always say. Oh, I'm just trying to quit my job, but I'm not literally trying to quit my job. Like
I think that's good for some people though, because to be honest, everybody's not made for that independent, lifestyle working for themselves.
Yeah, no, I do. I don't want to.
I'm not saying that you're not, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Period. It's like, I think people put in their head like, oh yeah, you shouldn't work for the person, but I'm just like, well, I mean, sometimes that's
who gonna work. Everybody can't be a boss.
Everybody can't be the boss. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. Maybe you were put there to help. Help the company, the business, or whatever.
And you learn so much. I think you learn the game. And so I think I'm really good at my jobs that I have. And I don't want to retire from a corporation. You know what I'm saying? I do want to retire working for myself full time. But I'm not to the point where I'm like I give my all in my job, but I give my all on other stuff I do as well. And I just think that one day, those roads are gonna cross and I gotta make a decision. But I don't think I've hit that level yet. We'll see. Yeah. Like I would love to podcast full time. I think that would be super dope.
Me too. And I part time. I got so many daggone jackets. Not little. I mean, I do have a lot of jackets. I like jackets.
You heard the jacket reference.
I wear a lot of different coats.
I would love to be a travel influencer. I see those a lot. Yeah. And one thing for me, I feel like that stuff looks so generic and commercial because they have these full-on photos. You see, there was a girl who had a photo shoot in Africa, and the kids of the village were looking behind her, looking annoyed. I don't want that. I want maybe that's not even a good example, but I think my travel pictures are very realistic. They're actual selfies. Yeah. I'm doing regular stuff, but people be posed. They be wearing heels in the middle of the desert. I don't want that. I want it to be. Yeah, it's just not. It's just to me. It's not really selling anything to me. So I want to just continue to travel.
And that be working too, because honestly, I ain't gonna say that I never thought to just go to Iceland or something like that, but just seeing pictures of the lagoon. And all that type of stuff. I'm like, dang, I probably want to do that.
Well, yeah, that's so I want, hotel companies, airlines, accessories, travel people, please hit me up. No, but I really would love to. I love to travel. It's my thing, and I love to write about it. So, you know what I'm saying? If I can make them lanes monetized, that'll be awesome. But I don't want it to be fake. I want it to come off as very genuine. I don't want it to feel like
maybe you can just be a travel agent.
No, I don't want to do that because I don't like customer service. Oh. And people don't have to pay, and I don't have time to chase people.
You used to like buckling people on rides. So
well, they didn't like me doing it because they fired me. Anywho, do you have any advice for people that will want to venture into entrepreneurship as a makeup artist or as anything?
That you are going to be broke. I'm just playing out. Honestly, for real, if you don't have some type of trust fund or money saved up, a lot of money, you have to be comfortable with being broke. You have to invest in your stuff. I feel like I watch a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of makeup influencers, and I think that the thing now that's popular is making. I'm just speaking for makeup because that's what I know best. But I'm looking at people that they're like, oh, you can get the same look for a cheaper price, and you can get cheaper makeup, which is cool. I understand that, but you should want to invest in products that you know that's not going to be harmful to your skin.
Oh,
You have to know that if it's cheap makeup, especially like foundation and concealer off top, like you putting it on your skin.
Yeah, your skin is a part of your body, literally.
So you using stuff that they probably tested on animals or that's not healthy for your skin, you're gonna break out. Like people, I used to get people come to MAC all the time, like saying how a certain brand broke them out, and I'm like, I mean, either you're allergic to something, or I mean, it was probably cheap.
One time, this is not related to your advice, but this guy was supposedly selling stolen makeup, supposedly, right?
Oh,
and
God.
so I bought some lip gloss.
It was MAC.
It was whack. It was branded as MAC. My lips literally burned. Like, they burned.
Yeah, because it's stuff in there that's not supposed to be.
Fake MAC. Let me tell you something. And I was like, what the heck? Why is it doing that? But I stopped using it and I actually gave it to a friend because I thought I just had an allergic reaction. She said the same thing. I know we was young and dumb, but I really thought the guy stole. And I didn't even want to support a thief, obviously. But he had such a spunky personality. I was like, all right, bro, just let me get the guy there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But looking back, that was so dumb. A dumb decision to make. But yeah, never again.
So me working for MAC that long time, of course, I can literally look at the product from across the room and tell you that it's fake, just because I know the font. Yeah, go ahead. But the font on it, the way the sometimes like the paper around it is too shiny, small stuff like that. So people used to buy that stuff, and they had a program where they still have it, where you bring back 6 empty containers and you get a free lip gloss or lipstick.
Oh boy.
So people used to bring those in and try to exchange it for actual real products. So they would have like fake eyeshadows and lipsticks.
Did they really think it was real?
Some people did, and some people just, because they would lie. Like, that's how you knew that people thought that they were trying to get over, because they was like, oh yeah, I got this from the one in Atlantic Station. And I'm like, well, that's not true, because we don't even, like, it would be, when you think of the word carbon, what do you think of?
Carbon. Like carbon monoxide?
Yeah, CARBON. What color do you think of?
Clear.
Or black?
Okay. Oh, carbon, like carbon copy?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not a good answer. I'm not good respondent for this question.
I mean, the average person, they don't take, because I had to take like a color theory class, so I know like exact colors. Like I can look at stuff and be like, oh, this isn't really black. It's like smoke gray or something like that. Yeah. So you think that you're gonna bring me an eyeshadow to MAC called Carbon and it's orange?
Okay. I see what you're saying.
This isn't sis. You know what I'm saying? Like common sense. I'm like, this isn't real. Yeah. We sell this color eyeshadow, but it's definitely black.
Yeah. So you're like, I just mixed it out.
I got it from Atlantic Station. I got it as a gift.
Okay.
That was a number one lie right there.
Yeah. Well, you remember we used to buy shoes from that one spot in Adamsville, in that plaza.
It wasn't. That's Adamsville?
Yeah.
By H.E. Holmes?
On MLK?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember we used to go.
Well, I mean, I guess you don't have to consider it Adams. It is, though. Okay. Anywho, it was on MLK and them shoes was fake, and I ain't know. We had some Nike flats. Yeah, we really did.
We used to call, we used to call like fake Air Force Ones Nike flats because the bottom part used to get so flat.
Yes. Oh my God.
Wow.
But somebody called me out in class one time, and that was the last time I ever worn them. I was like, oh, you can have
They
these.
said something about them.
He was like, bro, where you get those from? Because they don't look like the ones that feel like. And it's so funny because the person that said it, he's so freaking funny, and I knew he was right, but I didn't know he was right. That's the thing. Him saying that made me think about it. I was like, hold up, and that's how I found out.
Wow.
But anywho, back to the situation at hand, Queen and King tangent. So aside from the financial responsibility, what else do you think people need to consider when going into makeup full time? Like, should they, are there...
Patience.
Okay, true.
Patience, because, I mean, even now, with me being a person that works consistently, it's times where I won't have a client for, like, 2 or 3 weeks. Well, not 3, but it'll be, like, 2 weeks. I'll just be,
And you mean, like, one client, or do you mean, like consistent clients?
Sometimes just one, like, not even one client. Nobody talks about that. Everybody... that's online, they make it seem like, oh yeah, I'm always booked, I'm always this, I'm always that, and I'm like, sometimes they are. I'm not gonna try to lie and say that can't happen, but realistically, you're just not always gonna be booked. You're not always gonna have a client all the time. So you have to find ways to, you know, make money around that. That's where my survival kick in.
That's good that you say that, because I feel like people really be putting on like every day is like exactly.
No, it don't matter. I can work for. I know people that work for people like major A-list celebrities. I mean, like Gabrielle Union and stuff like that, and they have times where they don't have clients. Wow. Because, and I'm gonna tell you why. People look at you and they like, oh, I wouldn't want to go with. I would like for him to do my makeup, but I wouldn't want to go with him because he's gonna charge me so much money because he do this type of.
I would think the same thing, honestly.
And I'm like, girl, no.
That's not true?
No.
So I guess
not for me anyway. Yeah. I mean, I do everybody.
I would automatically assume that there are some people who have services. Some people that have services that they are really good, and I just don't even waste my time asking, because I don't like when people like ask all these questions about pricing and then they don't want to book, and it's kind of awkward. So I just be like, oh, I'm not gonna ask about.
I'll just direct them to my website. If you don't feel comfortable with talking to me about that because you don't know if you want to book, just look. Oh,
that's probably a good tip too. Having a website.
Yeah,
true. So you're like in the comments, like they be like, how much for this, and then you reply, you like typing out all this stuff.
I would never put my prices in my comments.
Yeah, it just seems like a lot.
That's tacky.
Yeah,
I would never do that unless I sold like shirts or something.
Are there any people that you think that are good influencers in the food, besides yourself, of course? Like, are there people that you like, hey man, if you go to, like, I posted somebody on my Instagram stories yesterday. This girl named Carla. She does podcast consulting. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, hey, if y'all, people always come to me asking me questions about like stuff, like, look, go to her. This is what she's doing for a living, and you can pay her and she can dedicate her time to you. And I won't. So go to her.
So wait, what is podcast consulting?
So basically, let's say you want to start a podcast, right? And it's like, okay, what do I do? Like, how do I come up with subjects? How do I get the right equipment? How do I make sure my sound is good? Should I record every week? Should I get guests? You know what I'm saying? Because some people, people ask me all the time to come on the podcast, but they don't know what they want to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get that together before you get there.
Exactly. So it's like, maybe I know I want to do a podcast, but what can I talk about? I mean, I don't know. I mean, people like me and you, I think we're really good at carrying conversations, but some people are not. And maybe they'll learn that they shouldn't do podcasts. Yeah. I don't know, but a lot of different people come to me for that, and that is, I'm glad to help people, but I'm not about to sit here and give you the rundown, because it took me a lot of time to figure it out myself. Yeah. So it's like,
I guess it just depends on the field that you want to go to. Like, true. I have a lot of people that I follow that offer classes and stuff like that are geared more towards like movie sets or TV shows, because that type of makeup is different from everyday makeup.
Yeah, true. I seen you mention something like that in an interview you did.
Yeah, and then like people that do special effects. So if you want to do like molding and prosthetics and stuff like that, they have classes for that. And then you even have like people that just focus solely on like marketing. But I feel like you can do that online, because I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but I know it's a girl, Tiana Robertson or something like that. But she specializes in like marketing for makeup artists. How you should market yourself, the type of makeup you should do.
Really? Maybe she can help you.
Yeah, I actually have watched one of her online seminars before. They cheap too. They're like $50.
There you go. See?
It's cheap. So
that could be a business expense too, guys.
Yeah, like it'll be like a 3 or 4 hour seminar where she'll do like a makeup demo. Mm-hmm. She show her style of makeup, and then she actually talks about like how you should market yourself, things to do, things not to do, all this stuff. And you can watch it over and over and over.
There you go.
As many times you want.
Access to it.
Yeah,
that's good. I think that's good.
I actually thought about doing that.
Yeah, you should.
But I don't.
You're doing it now. You can do it. What? You don't what?
I don't got a camera.
You can use an iPhone.
No, I want a camera. I got lights though. I got a lot of lights.
I've seen people have actual photo shoots on an iPhone. I swear to God, you can do it. You got the lighting. All you got to do is get something that's got good soundproofing, and you good. You can definitely. I know YouTubers, matter of fact, that use a phone. I swear to God. I think don't overthink it. People don't know what kind of camera. They can be like, oh, I think he used the Nikon L962. I never pay him.
I mean, no. I just want it to be
4K recording quality. 4K. There are digital cameras that don't have.
I have an XR. Remember that.
Doesn't matter. You can use my phone. I'm just saying 4K is exceptional quality. And even if it's 1080p, which is probably standard for HD phones these days, you can definitely record stuff. Especially your back camera's got way better video recording than you might think it is. I'm going to show you a setting on there that might help you. But anywho.
So maybe I'll look into it. I'll think about.
You should. Don't let that hold you back. And you don't got a camera. Go buy one. You go right up the street.
Okay.
Exactly. Anyway, my bad, y'all.
She'll just get me together real quick.
No, it's not that. But before we wrap up, do you have anything you want to add? Anything?
No. Stay positive.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. I feel like it's hard out here for entrepreneurs and people that work for themselves. You get real discouraged, especially being on social media. Yeah. And take social media breaks. Because you're looking at these people buying all these cars and all this other stuff. It kind of makes you discouraged. So, but
even though half the stuff is fake, it's still like you might know it's fake, but it's still like seeing it.
It's like, dang, how do you even get to that point?
Yeah.
Because you kind of want to get there. But do you want to get there? Because you don't know what they're doing. You don't know what they did to get it. So just kind of follow your own path and just, make your own way. That's all I got to say about that.
Period. Speaking of making our own way, by the time you guys hear this, it'll just be a few more days left before the Level Up Expo. Yes. Drvco and I will be recording live.
And I will be there with my leggings on. What? I was playing out.
We're going to be interviewing and speaking with a lot of local Black business owners in the city of Atlanta. And I think it'll be a great event, opportunity to network, get to know people, learn new fields, learn new hobbies. I mean, anything. Buy stuff, shop, support these businesses. And meet us. We can take selfies or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you want more information, you can just follow our podcast Instagram account, OD Podcast, or follow me or Drvco's personal accounts, which Drvco's is
at Drvco. It's Drvco with a V instead of a.
Yep, and mine is Uhhlicia, UHH.LICIA. The flyers on my page, you can click on the link of the person tag to get tickets. They are $15. I don't think $15 is a lot of money, honestly, to stop being, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even going down that rabbit hole, but I think it's worth it. I learned a lot and met a lot of people from a previous expo that I went to. And I would love to see you guys support. If you really like us, y'all so happy for us, best friend goals. But anyway,
support the real big Drvco.
Oh,
how about that?
Drvco. But no, so anywho, y'all, I think that would be great. And then our next episode will just be recording about like how it was, things we've learned, and why you should have been there. So don't be the person on the other side trying to find out what you missed out on. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was another episode of OD. If I say ODika, that was another episode.
ODika. Wow.
That was another episode of OD Podcast, guys. Please follow, give us some feedback. Please, if you're using the iTunes app or that podcast app on your iPhone, please rate us 5 stars. If you can't give us 5 stars, just send me an email on what the problem is. But please give us 5 stars.
Y'all can do us 5.
Please,
y'all ain't got to do us like that. It does a lot
for our visibility. Like, if you feel like this is a show that you would like other people to hear, giving us 5 stars will make us more suggested to other users. It will give us, we can help us chart one day. You never know. I would love to be on the top 200 chart. And like I said, if it's a 4 or below, just send us an email, okay? Please, I'm begging you.
Yeah.
Anywho, all right, guys, have a good week.
Bye.